Okay. Lawthrin is getting something, but he'll be right back. I've got the steering wheel of this bus. It will be a bus. Yeah. I'm Brumble, by the way. You may have known that, but if not, you do now. Oh, there you are, Lawthrin. Are you feeling any better?
A little bit. My nose is still going nuts. I'm pretty sure it's not allergies anymore. Liquid pouring out of all the space is just awful. I took some meds, but all it does when it's this bad is slow the river to more of a heavily damaged faucet. It just hurts. It just hurts so bad. Go ahead, little worm.
What? Are you sure you're gonna be okay? You don't gotta do this, Lawthrin. I can handle this on my own. You can go rest. Sleep up. Nap good. Go on.
I don't really like resting while I'm sick. It never seems to help. It just makes me feel worse longer. I like to keep going through, keep pushing ahead. It'll be difficult, but I'll do the rest of this, and then I can rest, all right? Just let me finish up with you, okay?
Okay. Alright. We'll do this, but we'll be quick about it. The story was fun. It's nice to not worry about what's gonna eat you, or kill you, or rip you apart and turn you into goop, and then eat you, and just enjoy a good tale every now and again. I liked it. It was very nice.
Oh yeah, it was a pretty good one. I only really had the energy because I just connected with the command line 3 times in a row that day, and I was really tired from a bunch of forest work stuff. And I felt good before I did, but I think afterwards it took too much out of me, and then I got sick. It was nice while it lasted, though. It really helped with focusing for the story and being there for you and all the stuff I had to do that day.
Oh, so you connected to the command line completely. Was it worth all the work you put into it? Huh, Lawthrin? You were working on that for a long time. Real hard. Oh, so long. Did you like it?
Yeah, it was worth it. It put everything in perspective. Made all the details clear while I was still active. It gave me insight into myself and the challenges I was willing to do and I still have yet to accomplish. But a lot of that sort of faded into the background as it left. It sort of just went with the end of the connection. So, did you like Ral at all?
Oh, yes. He's very interesting in the stuff he does. You're not gonna be mad, Lawthrin, if I say he does magic, are you? You're not gonna get mad, right?
Yes, I will get mad. Because he doesn't. Fortunately for you, I don't really have the energy to be mad. So you're safe on that part. To Ral, it's all just stuff he's grown up with or around. Or close enough to it that he's not so impressed by it. You know, in the beginning, he's still very impressed by the book and what it could do. But he's got a better perspective on things, so he just sort of takes it as normal. I feel... I hurt. I might actually be real sick. I'm pretty exhausted. We should keep going, though. We should finish up. You're gonna have to edit the video together, you know, just like one of the videos you do for drones, okay? You're gonna have to put it out and all that stuff. You got this, you know the process. I was just showing you the way for a bit, but we finish this talk and then you handle the rest, okay, Brumble?
Okay, but you are gonna lie down when we're done. Alright, Lawthrin, you gotta take care of yourself so you can take care of me. That's important. I'm important, okay? And I gotta have you around so you can do stuff for me that I can't do, like wash dishes. I can't get up on the sink. I can't reach any of that stuff.
Okay, so important stuff we gotta talk about that we haven't mentioned. Ral may not seem connected to a lot of other Jackal stories, and the stories themselves may not seem connected to each other, but they are. They're all are all tools for teaching. You remember that. The stories tell us more about the Jackals and the way not only they want to think, but they want to install into others' minds to think as well. And yes, Rael will return. He's a very interesting fellow, oddly familiar to me. I sort of remember. Okay, you go ahead, Brumble. I gotta take a bit of a rest here.
Okay. I remember from the notes that you didn't want me to put into the story that Ral is an archivist. What is that? It sounds like a thing, but I don't know what it does or what it means. Can you explain that a little bit? You got the talking in you, huh? Just a little bit more?
I'll try to keep the coughing to a minimum. Archivists, they're the ones that pass the stories on. They learn them and they teach them, and they do a lot more behind the scenes. They have very special colonies among the Jackal. They've never actually been nomadic, whereas most other Jackal peoples have at some point or another. And Ral is kind of a special case among them because a lot of the archivists don't really pass on his stories. There's mixed feelings about it. One is that he's an archivist and they really haven't, explored stories about themselves, or it's hard to focus. Really sick. You go ahead, take another turn, Brumble.
Well, I kinda get why the archivist wouldn't wanna, reveal their methods through telling stories about one of their own. 'Cause you mentioned them before. I didn't question it or nothing. You seemed real quiet, like you didn't want to bring it up either, so I just let it go. But, the story stuff is their job, so technically, you're an archivist too, and so am I, because I do this job as well. Huh. Didn't know that. So, is there some sort of limit on how many stories you can tell or something? I don't get it.
No, it has more to do with Ralph still being alive. No one's quite sure where he is, but he is alive. The archivists have some way of keeping tabs on whether one of their own is, actually dead or not. If they deceased on some mission or some research project. Not sure how they do that, but no one's sure where he is or how to find him or how to contact him. And the usual thing is to wait like a couple generations, at least 2 or 3, before you start telling a story about someone. For decency's sake or whatever. That's what the archivists say. I almost thought I was done coughing.
Okay, Lawthrin, I'm wrapping this up. You do not sound good. You gotta be done. You go lay down. I got the rest of this. Go on, go do your sleeping stuff. Okay? That was a good talk. Lawthrin must be tired. He barely laughed around me at all today. That's not normal. He laughs around me a bunch. Okay. Alright. Hello and good night, everyone. Leave your comments down below. Like and share to help us grow. And feed a hungry Brumble. That's me. And don't forget, we encourage each and every one of you to stay safe out there. Lawthrin, I'm gonna check on you in a second. I'm just wrapping up.